Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to No Man's Skies Beyond latest patch notes or the release log for 2.0. So we're going to go through it and check out what it offers. And yeah, we'll just, I'll give my thoughts and excitement while we're reading it. So Update 2.0 Beyond is massively expands multiplayer experience, introduces Next, takes immersion to a whole new level with full-fledged virtual reality, overhauls base building, NPC technologies, trees, and much more. So we kind of already knew that. That was from the trailer. So virtual reality support. So the most requested feature, you can now play entirely of No Man's Skies in virtual reality. And the cool part about that is you can play with your friends and family who don't have VR, just like in the same instance, basically. But you can wave to them. They can't wave to you. A little sad there, but pretty cool. And showing some examples of what it would look like in game, which is pretty cool. Expanded multiplayer, which is one I was a little more excited about. Multiplayer sessions can now accommodate more explorers, I should say. The Space Anomaly can hold 16 players on all platforms. Interesting. I was hoping that was 32, but it's only 16. Throughout the rest of the universe, the maximum player count has increased from 4 to 8 on consoles and 4 to 32 on PC. So basically, us PC players can have a lot of people at one time. Virtual reality and standard mode, players can seamlessly match made into the same multiplayer session. So we already knew that and just mentioned that. The best time to start a new journey. Missions and tutorials have been significantly revised. The early game has been streamlined to focus to better teach players new mechanics, particularly in VR, that's pretty cool. New story content has been added to weave together existing strands. The Atlas Path, the journey of Space Anomaly, and the story of the Artemis. Ooh, look at this. Substance-crafted products, new technologies, and other curiosities are automatically added to the new catalog when first encountered. A rework of the pinning system allows players to get detailed step-by-step instructions on how to find or build any items in their catalog. Ooh, I like that. Guidance features throughout the game have been dramatically improved, including auto-highlighting of relevant crafting requirements and better messaging of context and complex missions. Ooh, exciting. Ooh, look at that. That's a beautiful screenshot. Of course, spoiler there, you can ride animals now. Does that say ambient? Yeah, it's just the text there is kind of crazy looking. Ambient multiplayer. Ambient encounters with other explorers are now represented with full character models, allowing players to see each other, characters and ships, and customization. Surviving, building, and exploring together is richer and more immediate than ever. So before, if you didn't know, basically it was a lobby-based system. So you kind of had to, in a sense, you had to, go into a lobby, join their game, and then be part of it. Or I think if you went in the same system, there was a way to then say, "Can I join your lobby?" or something like that. But now basically it's like an MMO in a sense. You just walk into a new system. There's another player there. You'll see them just like an MMO in a sense. Okay. Use the voice and network interface to group up with any explorers you encounter. PC players can use an expanded chat interface to control group options and manage communications. That's really cool. Did No Man's Skies have a voice chat built in on PC before? I kind of forget that. To be honest, because of the lobby system and how it was more like you only really play with friends, I probably had that disabled because we would have used Discord, but doing it now would be important. A new social hub. I'm excited for this one. A Space Anomaly has been transformed into a new social hub. This unique communal space exists across all systems and galaxies, giving all explorers the opportunity to see each other, character ship customization, meet new friends, and undertake missions together. I'm excited to wonder if I can go from one galaxy to another and stay in that galaxy. if I choose to, through this new system. Because right now, when you go to a new galaxy, you're kind of stuck there usually. So it's kind of like meh. The Space Anomaly is a powerful teleporter that allows explorers to easily browse and visit each other's bases directly from the anomaly. The teleporter will also feature exceptional bases created by members of the No Man's Sky community, bringing visitors from across the stars to see the best bases in the universe. So, as you guys know, my base will never show up on here, but that is so freaking cool. They got a picture and a preview of it and everything. It's not just, oh, you just take their word for it. Explorers who encounter the anomaly now have the ability to summon it in space, which we kind of knew. Boom! That's so badass. Nexus missions. Multiplayer missions are now initialized from the Nexus, located aboard the Space Anomaly. A large set of unique missions are currently available, including a new style of mission, base construction. That's an actual style of missions, because I know they talked about something like that, but I didn't really get the hint that it was mission-based. I thought it was like, oh, while you're doing a mission, you might just randomly want to build a base together, and I thought, that's a little lame, but okay. But now there's an actual real, base building mission system, then that's cool. Group up with other explorers, friends, or random encounters to undertake missions from NATA and Pola to earn rewards. So here you go. Look at this. You can earn units, fungal mold. I would like that. That's one of my favorite things ever, just to be able to team up with somebody and get myself some fungal mold. But that's really cool. So you can see some of the new missions you can do here with other players. Nexus mission rewards will soon include Quicksilver to unlock special customization and building parts from Polo's robotic companion. So we knew that wasn't going to come out the day of the release, so that's not a big deal. Technology trees. Blueprints are now visualized through an unlock technology tree. Learning new crafting recipes is now cleaner, more interactive, and rewarding. The Blueprint Analyzer has been transformed into an advanced construction research unit. Players may now choose their own research paths and more clearly visual their research progress. Even more base parts are available aboard the Space Anomaly. So I love that. That is so cool. So you can actually see it visualized. And they're still locked? Hopefully when it's locked, it doesn't. Oh, so far it says, yeah, it looks like, unfortunately, it might not be that way now. I do like the idea of you getting the blueprints, but at the same time, some of them are really annoying because you get really unlucky. So it looks like it's unlocked based. Yeah, it looks like the ones that are unlocked, they show a price, and the ones that are locked, the one before it hasn't been unlocked. So yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. Visit the technology specialist aboard Space Anomaly to purchase enhancements for the exosuit, starship, multi-tool, and exo craft technology. Ooh. Unlock freighter and frigate technologies from the freighter bridge. Okay, cool. Learn products and recipes at special research trees in planetary facilities. I like it. Look at that screenshot. It's beautiful. Hello, aliens. Wow, he's packing. Okay, gameplay balance. Explorers can enjoy longer stretches of uninterrupted mining with less frequent, less aggressive sentinels, and rework overheat mechanic in the mining beam that rewards pushing heat to the limits. Ooh, that's kind of cool. So I guess if it's really hot, it probably mines a bit faster, but if you go over, you overheat, so you kind of like, if it's probably near the end, you probably get more out of it, mining speed. So that's kind of cool. Ship controls and space combat have been improved. Inventory limitations have been relaxed, allowing explorers to carry nearly unlimited quantities of mined substance. The inventory UI has been revised and improved. From my understanding, 10,000 stack instead of what it was, at 250 in the non-dense one, or was that 500 in the regular one? I forget. Anyways, but basically 10,000 as far as I know in your inventory. So pretty crazy. I'm more interested in the cargo containers. Are they still only holding 5 damn stacks, or did they finally increase to something higher? Because that was always pathetic. A large number of quality of life issues have been addressed, and new recipes and technologies have been added, alleviating the grind. Examples include large specialist warp cells, being able to move installed technology, being able to install technologies in stages similar to repairs, adding additional ramps to the space station, adding mining beam upgrades that increase resource gained, adding Starship technologies that automatically recharge the launch thrusters, and restoring carbon planters. Cool. So this is before, this is now. So basically they added a ramp here. Wait, so was there never ever a ramp there? Oh, there was the back ramp. That's right. Sorry. So it's more if you got to the front here, you'd have to, we just flew anyways, but cool. The ship, I don't know if that ship looks any bigger or not. It could just be distorted a bit, but I know they had to increase some stuff because of VR, but that one looks pretty small, so I'm not sure if that's anything related to that. Discovery page. Discovery page has been overhauled and expanded for more intuitive interface and display alien flora, fauna, and minerals discovered in great detail. I like that. Look at this. Look at the pictures here and stuff. Unknown planet. So this is like the system showing you what's in the system. Oh, that is beautiful. That is honestly really nice. I like that. I like the detail on that kind of stuff, and they clearly went for it here. Planetary charts. Woo! Specific buildings are now located via a system of planetary charts purchased from the space station cartographer. Purchase charts from nanites, exchange your own navigation data for new charts, earn data by charting the buildings that you discover as you explore. Ooh. A galaxy map. Oh, I was excited by this. Information on the galaxy map is more concisely displayed with clear text icons and navigation. Ooh, that is awesome. On PC, mouse-based navigation on the map has been improved. Ooh, virtual reality interface. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is so freaking cool. Especially how he uses his finger. You, over there. You over there. Okay, the HUD in the user interface has been completely remade for virtual reality to ensure every interaction available in the game feels naturally and built for purpose. Ooh, I like that. Slip directly into your exosuit and manipulate and manage your inventory directly from your wrist. 2D menus such as shops are rendered on the in-world Digic, I guess, interface, navigable. Holy crap, these words, with intuitive point and clicks style interactions. I need to go to school. Look at the ships here. That's beautiful. Okay, so yeah, I like the ships there. New Traveler NPCs. Specialist Polo and Priest Entity Nada have been welcomed 12 new Traveler friends aboard their home. Each has their own role to play, from Iteration Helios, the Ancient Dreamer, to Iteration Eris, avid collector of exotic goods. Ooh, that sounds fun. Return to these travelers each day to experience a range of interactions, missions, and nanite earning opportunities. Oh, that's cool. So like your daily NPCs in a sense. New alien encounters. More than 60 new dialogues are available from alien NPC encounters in planetary facilities, featuring mini stories and missions. All existing alien NPC dialogues have been revisited and enhanced. Wow, that's exciting a lot. Animations have been improved, with aliens exhibiting more appropriate moods from the start of the conversation. Dialogue boxes have been improved to more clearly distinguish between descriptive text and dialogue. I like that. Dynamic NPCs. All NPCs will now walk around and interact with the elements in their environment, such as chair, panels, and other NPCs. There is also now a richer mix of NPCs on space stations. So you're the player and that's an NPC there? Oh, that is so cool. So it's like a crash pod. NPCs will also respond to gestures from explorers. Oh, that's cool. Some alien NPCs may encounter on the planet's surface with a new unique set of dialogues. So there's an example. Crash ship. You're like, hello. So what are you going to do? Steal his friggin' ship from him? It'd be kind of cool if you can drop him off or something. Alien languages. Alien languages learning has been enhanced, giving explorers a choice of what category of word to learn. Ooh. New auto translator tech is available for the exosuit, to translate a small number of unknown words. Very cool. More than 700 new alien words have been added to the dictionary, and very similar word variations such as plurals are now learned together in groups. Ooh. Creature riding. Taming creatures with bait, then mount and ride, then explore the planets from a new perspective. So, there you go. Oh. So basically, he's throwing the bait there. Oh, look at them all go for it. Oh, that's so cute. And of course, the famous image we've been seeing for a little bit now. Uh-oh. Creature harvesting. Tame creatures may be peaceful and harvest for variety of cooking ingredients such as milk, eggs, or edible clusters. So you can get eggs out of them too. That's really cool. I never thought of that. Oh god, that's gonna be a meme too. Oh, let's harvest their egg. So this is like the special milking machine we saw. Here we thought it could be a power plant, but it's probably related to friggin' like collecting or harvesting or something. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out for sure, but it's on that page. So cooking and recipes. Encounter 10 varieties of harvestable flora on each planet service. Harvest raw cooking ingredients from plants and creatures and experiment in a new nutrient processor. So that might have been what that machine is, to discover more than 300 delicious recipes. Ooh. Create bait to tame creatures. Consume your creations for a boost to your exosuit, or present them to iterations of Cronus aboard the anomaly for culinary critique and potential rewards. Oh, okay. So basically, he's like, the cooking, your daily cooking in World of Warcraft. He's your daily cooking NPC in the game. That is so cute. Base power systems. Yes, this is what I wanted to see. Oh, look, I can see a switch already. Planetary bases can now be powered by fueled biogenerators or self-sustaining solar panels. So we thought that was a generator, like the other thing above the cooking thing was the generator. No, that is your friggin' generator. Wire up powered parts of the grid and experiment with 5 varieties of logic switches to direct the flow of power. Create brilliant lights and sound displays. Ooh, even sound. Look, you can see all the switches here. Or complex contraptions involving spear generators and short-range teleporters. Optimization. The game is being heavily optimized throughout, improving performance in every area of the universes. In particular, players on lower-end PCs will enjoy significant frame rate improvements, and the game now supports integrated Intel graphic cards. Wow, I mean, going back to something like that is impressive. Planetary and freighter bases now have unique multiple level of detail, LODs, to increase rendering speed in large complex bases. Awesome. Shaders are now loaded in as required rather than upfront, reducing the game's initial load time. Improved base building. The experience of building bases have been improved with special new camera perspective and the ability to jetpack while building and visual hints of possible snap points. Ooh. Explorers can expand their creativity even further with a large range of new base parts, as well as taking advantage of flexible new ways to scale, rotate base parts. So this looks like that was the generator. This is like maybe something related to the culinary stuff. Oh, but there's culinary stuff here and here too, maybe. Oh, no, maybe not. I don't know. Oh, these might be related to the logic actually here. I thought that was a toaster at first. This might be, what do you think, a solar panel of some sort? Or that could be, maybe depending how it deploys. Oh, no, there's the solar panel. Derp. This is maybe the short-range teleporter. This might be some sort of launch pad. Build menu usability has been improved with better categorization, more intuitive grouping of parts, and more visibility on the menu hierarchy. Ooh. Industrial base building. Survey, I can't wait for this part to be honest. Survey planetary surfaces for hidden deep level mineral deposits connected to gas clouds or electromagnetic hotspots. Oh, so this might be related to gas ones. Construct special industrial base parts in surveyed locations to take advantage of these hidden resources. Minimizing grid downtime and optimize autonomous resource extraction by constructing supply depots and batteries. Industrial base parts will continue harvesting in real time even when the game is not running. That's cool. I mean, that's not something hard to create in programming wise. Basically, it's like, okay, they take the timestamp when you last left and save it in a sense. And when you go back, that timestamp, it just, okay, so it's been 8 hours. Give you 8 hours worth of whatever. A lot of people think that's usually a very challenging or laggy feature, but it really isn't when you think about how it's actually programmed normally. But I'm really happy they did that because that offers something simple like that offers such more in depth. But I think No Man's Skies wasn't a stranger to that feature before, were they? I forget now, to be honest. Okay, Starship enhancement. All Starship cockpits have had been let's start again. All Starship cockpits have been overhauled with a complete remodel, retexture, and wings and nose of ships are now visible from inside the ship, which is pretty cool. Have they been colorized? They have not colorized the inside of the ships, but I mean, damn, that's pretty cool. So this is the old inside of a ship. This is the new inside of the ship, I guess. So it kind of makes sense because it was boring. No one gave a crap really because they didn't pay attention as much. And now they're really overhauling it because you're in VR. You're gonna see things a lot more detailed, right? So, makes sense. Okay, so that's pretty cool. A VR turnaround for full 360 view of the Starship cockpit. I think that is really cool. 360, not a like a 180, whatever. Can you do 360 in most of the VR space games like Elite Dangerous? Let me know. I don't know. I've never owned VR. I'm too bored for that kind of stuff. Plus, I'm blind. The scale of ships have been increased and retextured in great detail. So, some people thought maybe it'd be double. It doesn't look like it's quite double. But yeah, they've scaled them. And they've even made them a lot more. Oh, wow. There's so much difference between those two ships. Sorry, I can do this all day. I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, the launch pad might... Oh, wait. Are they zooming out quite a bit there? Oh, you know what? I think they're zooming out like crazy there. Oh, yeah. Look at the light in the background. It's hugely different. Oh yeah, that's like night and day in size difference. Wow, okay. It's just they gave a bad zoom example. They zoomed in or zoomed out on the second one, making it harder to tell. Wow, that is so cool. Virtual reality user interactions. So with the complete head and hand tracking, interactions of virtual reality make No Man's Skies more intuitive, tactile, and immersive than ever. So... physically unholster your multi-tool from your shoulder, intuitively aim and fire at targets, or put it away and engage in combat with fists. See, that'd be kind of cool when, one day you actually have, a special utility belt on your side or something, and you're like, okay, put it back down, and, you're wearing, a pair of really cool gloves, or better yet, you got implants in your hands that are actually the full sensors. Tap button on your headset to toggle the analyze visor. Then point towards fauna, flora, and minerals to scan and discover them. Lift open your spaceship's cockpit, then reach out and grab the controls to take control. First-person exocraft driving. Ooh, it makes sense because of course, VR. Exocrafts can now be driven from first-person perspective with unique tactile cockpit from all 5 vehicles. They show your hands cut off. So do you actually, is that how you see it when you do it? Because it's so dumb and funny at the same time. I'd assume the animations of having arms coming out would look funny, especially the perspective of looking at your arms would probably be a lot larger in size, but it's still, you gotta admit, it's funny looking. Virtual reality controller support. So a range of motion controllers are supported in virtual reality, allow players to enjoy the game with their existing VR setup. On PC, players can experience a range of motion controls using the Oculus Touch, Valve Index, and Vive 1. So if I was ever rich, if like Santa came, he'd first give me LASIK surgery because I have to see. My glasses I have the Stigmata or whatever, but it's like 177 out of 180 or something degree. I don't know if it's in degrees or whatever they call it, but it's really bad. So I need LASIK surgery, get that fixed my eyes, and then I'd like the Valve Index, because the Valve Index is apparently like the god of like VR headsets right now. On PS4, the game may be played with PSVR, with the DualShock 4, or the PlayStation Move controllers for the full hand tracking. Vulkan, Spock API, I like that. On PC, OpenGL has been replaced with the Vulkan API, improving performance across the board, especially for users on AMD cards or with older CPUs. So for me, I probably won't see the most insane optimizations or changes, but I will definitely see like some really good improvements. Downside is Vulkan API makes recording annoying. I'm going to probably have to do game capture mode or whatever, not game capture mode, like full display capture mode, like I have right now, basically, which means if I hit the Windows key or something, it'll pop up my Windows menu and stuff like that. Like you will see when I tab out and things like that. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is right now because OBS does not support the Vulkan API rendering, so there's gonna be a lot of issues for people there, but hopefully they'll be able to figure it out. PC graphic options. PC players now perfect the game's graphical options from their unique setup with finer control over graphical fidelity. I love that. And performance. So you can see your settings. You can change high. I like this. I love this. This is cool. I always hated like having to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so like some games they did all ultra across the board, which thank you guys. Some people don't do that, but it's like, oh, there's only high to this option. Oh, there's ultra to this one. There's only high to this one, or oh, there's only standard to this one. So when you're going through the next, it's like, crap, it only goes to this amount, and then some of them don't let you go back and forth. But having it all in one open screen like that, I actually like that more. So you got texture, quality, animation, shadow, post-processing, volume, metric effects, like it's probably clouds, terrain, tellation. Oh, that's that, like the terrain kind of pixelating in and out. Planet quality, base quality. Get lots of good settings there. Many video and graphic options such as resolution, VSync, and window mode can be altered without resetting the game. Players with multiple GPUs can now select which is used from the video menu options. Does it show it on here? No, but I guess if you have an extra GPU in there, you'll be able to change it there. Oh, it says video options. This is graphic options, actually, so this is a different screen. Expanded controller support. On PC, the complete set of game actions is assignable to all controller inputs, are now mappable through Steam and OpenVR. So this is a huge deal because this has been for a while at least one thing I've just seen people complain about, like literally a week ago, saying, oh, this game sucks, you can't even set all the options or whatever and like bind everything. So being able to do that is a huge deal. Any generic controller, including these designated for physical accessibilities, can be natively bound to the game controls without the need of third-party remapping software. That is amazing. For you guys who don't know, I'm a caregiver to my spouse, things like that. Gaming's hard for her, unfortunately, but I've met a lot of people and talked to a lot of people who use special, like, I forget what it's called. Microsoft came out with this accessibility controller, and it's this big one, and you can use it in different ways and things like that. Long story short, for people with physical disabilities, this is a really good feature because they can be able to set and map and change things to make games more enjoyable, or even to play games that they wouldn't have been able to play before. Well, I shouldn't say games before that, but if they had issues playing No Man's Skies before, they can now do that. So that's really cool. Official binding sets are provided for the DualShock 4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and Steam controllers. Oh, hold on. Please note, any existing custom bindings will need to be updated after updating to Beyond. So sitting. I thought I was going to say setting. Chairs may now be sat upon. Woo! That's the end of the patch notes. We don't care about anything else. Okay, so patch notes, virtual reality. So, of course, we read all that. Basically, No Man's Sky is now fully playable in virtual reality. Many interactions have been given special VR-only options, including grabbing plants and other collectibles with your hands, physically opening the cockpits of your ship, exocraft, piloting starships directly with the VR throttle, and punching objects, causing damage. Introduce special VR menus, including controlling multi-tools options via the menu embedded in the in-world multi-tool browsing and quick menu and inventory via the personal wrist-mounted display. Damn, son! Graphic and performance. OpenGL has been replaced with Vulkan. Many players, particularly players with AMD graphic cards, should see a performance improvement. Significant optimization to asteroid generation. Significant optimization to planet generation. Improved load times. Significant optimization to 2D rendering. Reduced memory usage across the game generally. Significantly optimized clouds and terrain shaders. Significantly optimized Asians to animation LOD systems, added level detail mesh optimizations to the majority of the in-game assets, significantly optimized Asians for large bases, revised HDR support, updated the output curve line with advances in HDR collaboration. Adaptive and tri-buffered VSync are now selectable from the graphics options. Players with more than one GPU can now select which is used from the video options. Many graphic settings are no longer required to restart to apply. The loading shader load step has been removed, improving the loading experience. That was a lot of options. Okay, so controllers and options. Added support for the full rebinding of PC controllers via Steam and the OpenVR. Reworked all settings and option pages, making graphic settings more clear for PC players. Add an option to disable vidage and scanline effects, which we've always wanted. Added the option to remove button holds and make all non-destructive clicks instant. What? So this is like a huge, like, we modded our game. I've always pretty much modded my games just for these two options. Space anomaly. Added the ability to summon the space anomaly to your location from anywhere in the galaxy. Significantly expanded and reworked the interior of the space anomaly. The space anomaly now serves as a hub, bringing together all travelers who are on board regardless of their physical location in the universe. Removed orbs from the game and replaced them with fully simulated other players. Met Beely. I don't know how to say that one. Met Beely as you explore. I don't know. The network player cap has been raised to between 8 to 32 depending on the platform and current location. Added a new teleport to the space anomaly. This teleport allows players to visit bases of other players currently on the anomaly with them, as well as highlighted featured bases from the community. Moved multiplayer missions selection to the Nexus, a new hub area for in the space anomaly. Oh, okay. So then the Nexus and the space anomaly are like all in one, basically. That makes sense. Added an interface for quickly finding other players to join multiplayer missions. Added many new types of multiplayer missions. Automatic chat messages and broadcasts when performing game actions, including making discoveries, attacking pirates, installing tech, performing gestures, and fighting biological horse. Multiplayer missions now warp players directly to the mission location as they leave the space anomaly. Added the ability to display the custom player banner, adjustment, and the appearance modifier. Player graves in multiplayer games will now get reset to the current player system when returning to single player. A new save icon is used in multiplayer to highlight that while progress is saved, the player current position is not. Okay. Reworked the story missions to integrate Nada and Pola's journey better with story of the Adamus. Added a new story content for Nada and Pola. Reworked the tutorial and much of the early game mission flows. Added a new unique visual visuals for new NPCs aboard the Space Anomaly. Added an NPC to Space Anomaly who will exchange different products, nanites, each day. Added an NPC to the Space Anomaly who will exchange milestone progress for nanites. Added an NPC to the Space Anomaly who will exchange different categories of discovery data for nanites each day. User interface. Added a text style display for technologies, products, other recipes available in the game. Added technology and base part research station to the Space Anomaly, allowing players to browse a full tech tree, plan their upgrades, and purchase new technologies with nanites. Tweak the visual of the HUD and compass markers for improved clarity and consistency. Some HUD icons now shrink to reduce visual noise. Adjusted the behavior of the compass markers while in the ship to better reflect the reality of navigation in 3D space. Improved the UI for comparing and purchasing ships, multi-tools, and freighters. Added the warning when trying to swap starships if you still have cargo aboard your old ship. Improved the inventory page, including making inventory subcategories more clear. Changed text scrolling to full wraparound rather than bounce. Reduce the amount of bloom in cases that cause photosensitive issues. That is kind of cool. Refiner output reads now correctly updated when more resources are added to an input slot. Improve the visual style and clarity of the buy and sell filters on the trade screen. Improve the icons used to display the class ships, multi-tools, and other purchasable items. Updated the summon vehicles icon in the quick menu. The icons for summoning other ships in your collection now accurately reflects the appearance of those ships. Updated the visuals for the cockpit ship screen. Significantly improve the chat box, including the ability to choose whether messages are sent to your group or the entire system. That's really cool. Move substant products and technologies to their own catalog, separated from the guide. Added the guide entries for several new features. Increase the size of icons in the catalog. Improve the appearance of the dialogue/NPC speech UI. Mission notifications and objectives are no longer hidden by the build menu, inventories, or refinery screen. Added a new style of mission notifications that give more context and complex to mission steps. The galaxy map has been totally overhauled for clarity and visually, and of course for PC mouse interaction, which I didn't say there. Maybe I'll say it elsewhere. NPC and interactions. NPCs can now walk around their environment and interact with the environment elements. Player locomotion is now responsive when running. Players can now sit on chairs. Improve the camera handling when sitting in a confined area. NPCs will respond to gestures performed by the players. NPCs will occasionally browse holographic creatures and ships and more on their handheld devices. Added all new NPC interactions at the planetary salvage sites. Added all new NPC interactions at the crash ships. Significantly reworked all factory and monolith interactions. Changed the reward sequence for factory interactions to allow players to choose which products and recipes they would like to learn. Reworked a large number of existing NPC interactions, added a range of biome-specific interactions for NPCs at planetary buildings. NPC pilots now leave their ship when landing at a space station and trade outposts. Let's read that one again. NPCs can now leave their ship when loading. Okay, so they actually walk around. That's kind of cool. NPCs can now choose a chair to sit down for a while, then they continue with their day. Gex will occasionally swing their legs while sitting. Expanded the range of NPC moods and animation. Increased the richness of text interactions with additional audio, color, and NPC animations. Added different text printout speed for each alien race, giving them their own style of speech. Added a chance for guest NPCs to visit space stations. The occasional Corvex may be found in a space station of the Viking system. Okay. So guest NPCs will visit other stations. That's cool. The trade outpost is treated as a building for the purpose of providing hazard protection, but players correct outdoor audio ambience. Added the auto-translator technologies. The exosuit allow random words to be translated without being permanently unlocked. Fixed an issue where alien speech brackets would appear on new line by themselves. Alien words are grouped together to prevent learning words very similar to ones already known. So interloper and interlopers, like plurals, I guess, for example. Alien words learning has been overhauled. Players may direct the flow of language acquisition while interacting with NPCs. Players can practice using the words they know when speaking to alien life forms and observe their results. Ooh. Building. Rework the building menu, improve the visual clarity, improve usability, allow quicker access to parts, including adding the ability for parts to be in more than one group. Day and night cycles are now deterministic on the sync between players. Oh, okay, so day and night cycles are literally synced to the players. Significantly improvements have been made to the base part snapping system, allow for faster and more convenient building. Added a new photo mode style building camera to allow easier placement of complex structures. Added the ability to scale some base parts. Added the ability to rotate some base parts around more than one axis. Added a new power generation base parts, biofuel reactors, solar panels, electromagnetic generators, and batteries. Each offer their different way to generate power for your base. Added wiring, allowing you to connect your base that needs power to your generators. Remove the manual fueling of many base technologies and replace with power grid requirements. Added power requirements to existing parts such as lights. Added a range of logic gate switches allowing creative control of power parts. Added a new large-scale mineral and gas extractor base parts. Added a mineral gas pipelines, allowing players to connect their extractors to remote depots for ease of collection. So that is cool. It sounds like we might not get the full logic that I was hoping for, but that is still sweet. Added a new survey device, upgrade the analyst visor, allowing players to hunt for optimal spots to place mineral, gas extractors, and electromagnetic generators. I love the electromagnetic generator now. It sounds so badass. Like, you probably would even want to build your base near one, for example, just for that, you know, the better power maybe in that area. Overhaul the gravity simulation, improving the experience on dead planets. That is cool. Added short-range teleporters. These pads may be placed around your base and wired to create a network of near-instant teleportation. I'm actually really interested in seeing how far it goes, because that sounds really awesome, honestly. Improve the management of base options when interacting with base computer, including improving the ability to take screenshots of the base. Add the ability to jetpack while the build menu is open. Improve the visual effects of the train manipulator. Unifying the functionality of the message module and the communication station, and added new unique art assets. Added several new roof pieces, allowing players to build complete sloping roofs. Added a new exocraft-sized doors that can be powered to open and close automatically as you approach. Sorry, excited. Added new interactable props, including customization of light boxes, audio frequency generators. Oh god. You're going to have, like, you go to this base and it'll be like this high-pitched squealing noise just to troll people. Added the power sphere generator, allows players to generate large movable spheres. Improve the visual effects when constructing base parts and technology. Okay, so bug fixes. Increase the tolerance of the trader ships participating in the freighter battle so they do not report friendly fire as a crime unless the shot is fatal. Oh. Fixed an issue where sentinel drones would become stuck when scanning players who was entering and exiting from their starship. Fix an issue where the third-person player model would never look directly at the camera. Fix an issue where the ship rain audio was being played when it's not raining. Added creature sounds to the weird biome creatures. Fixed the multi-tool animation glitch when firing the mining beam from sheath in first person. Changed the Asian numerical separators to correct format. Fixed an issue where starships can appear floating above the terrain if the player is spawned at a long distance from the spaceship. Fixed the number of items duplication explodes. Fixed the starship HUD reading Moon of the Unknown Planet when the planet is known. The mining beam is now correctly colored when upgraded with the procedural upgrade module. Fix the issue where the wrong impact particles were sometimes used when shooting sentinel quadrupeds. Miscellaneous text fixes. Oh god, this is going to go on forever, my friends. We're into the 40+ mark. Discovery and exploration. Overhaul the analyze visor. Scanning of flora, fauna, minerals no longer begins automatically, but begins when the player holds the button while looking at the relevant object. In VR, the analyst visor becomes the analyst mode. Objects are scanned by aiming at them with the multi-tool. Custom markers placed from the analyst visor now drop a physical object at the marker location. Significantly overhauled the discovery page to show graphical representation of the system as well as close-up 3D representation of all discoveries and long text entries for fauna. Made butterflies and other flying creatures much easier to scan with the analyze visor. Added a new set of rare, vibrant color palettes for lush planets. Awesome. Created markers in the analyze visor now displays how far away a creature is. Oh, that's cool. Fixed an issue where creatures would never poop once they had been scared by a particular predator. Oh, that's kind of adorable. I can't poop. I've been scared. Predator creatures no longer target and attack players when they are in an interaction. Okay. Creatures will no longer attack players who are in their ships. Improve the clarity and display of warning icons on predatory or angry creatures. Fix for biological horrors not playing their death effect for network players. Fixed incorrect fauna level being displayed in the analyst visor. Added a creature marker to display their current mental state. Added a new wild plants to all biomes. Added the ability to cook plants and animal products and the nutrient processor to produce a wide variant of food. Experiment with combinations to create unique complex of food stuff. Eating food provides a boost to your life support. Added bait products create a nutrient processor that allows creatures to be harvested for food products. Scan creature to learn their bait preferences. Killing creatures now also allows harvesting of several new food products. Added NPC to the space anomaly who will judge the player's cooking ability. Rename the Corporite and Facium. Added compass to the HUD and icons for Facium deposits. Improve the visual of the Facium deposits. Added a base part that will attract creatures to your base and automatically feed them. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Added a base part that will automatically extract milk and other relevant resources from nearby creatures that are ready to be harvested. So for eggs, for example. Throwing bait can attract a large number of creatures to one location. Throwing a specialist carnivore bait can distract and placate angry predators and creatures. Not sure if I said that right. Creatures that have been tamed by supplying their desired bait can be ridden. Creatures will still attempt to go about their own business, but their routines can be shaped by their rider. Upper body gestures may be used when seated or riding creatures. The nutrient processor and the portable refinery now display a marker when they're not placed within their base. Visual polish. Nada and Pola now use a large range of animations, improve their visual for the space station entrance beams, entry rework, and expanded cockpits for all ships. Increase the amount by which you can look around the starship cockpit. Added a fully modeled cockpit's interiors for all the exocraft and the Nadalian, I can't say that wrong, submarine. So the submarine. Starship exteriors can now be seen while inside of a starship. Improved the particle effects for the scatter blaster and the blaze javelin. Increase the scale of starships landing pads. Oh, they increased landing pads too. So maybe that thing was off too. And docking areas across the galaxy have been expanded to cope with larger ships. As a result, landing pads existing bases have been refunded. Oh, okay. Improved the visual details of fighters, haulers, and shuttles. Added a ramp to the front of space station balcony platforms. Fixed a number of issues where trees and rocks could not be run over by exocraft. Trade outposts now have ladders to climb up to the platform. Oh, that's cool. Quality of life. Oh, man. Can I have a nap in between this one? The exosuit torch can now be turned on whenever, whatever time of day it is, while the pulse engine is engaged. Oh, pulse engine. I thought I said the purse. I've been reading too many patch notes. While the pulse engine is engaged, the central ship screen now displays a clear message about fuel usage. Technology can now be installed in stages, allowing incomplete technology to be placed in inventory and its individual components added over time. Technology can now be moved after installation. Significantly overhauled the system for pinning instructions for building technologies, products, and base parts. Added the ability to pin substances and receive directions where to find it. Remove the advanced mining laser requirement from large trees and on lush planets. Added an antimatter reactor base part that generates antimatter over time. That's kind of cool. Added a specific effect to Starshield batteries for use for Starship combat. That's really cool too. Added warp hypercores, a large hyperdrive fuel unit with 5 times capacity of the regular warp cell. Increase the base mining speed of the mining beam. Fixed a bug that caused resource notifications to stack up while playing without the HUD. Reduce the length of time resource notifications are displayed when having multiple resources stack up. Add an alert when new items are encountered or recorded in the catalog. Added the optical drill mining beam upgrade that increases the resources gained from mining. Added a launch system recharger, a starship upgrade that automatically recharges launch thrusters over time. Added an extra slot to the starting multi-tool. When installing an upgrade module, the correct inventory is automatically selected. Adjusted the probability of low, medium, and high security planets in normal mode. Adjusted the timers of Sentinel patrols on lower security planets. In normal mode, allowed some planets to never spawn Sentinel drones. Added the chance to collect geodes when mining rocks or asteroids. Geodes can be analyzed to extract larger quantity substances. That's cool. Increase the base speed of all refinery units. In normal mode, increase the slot storage limit to substances from 250 to 10,000. Increase the wealth level at which higher tier pirates will attack. Increase the base energy level of mining beam and the terrain manipulator, allowing less frequent recharge. Replace the fine specific building component of the signal booster with a system of planetary charts. Acquire planetary charts from space station and cartographs. Navigation data can be traded for planetary charts, collecting navigation data when saving and charting at waypoints and save beacons. Using the terrain manipulator to mine basic ground will award silicate powder, which can be used to refine glass. Ooh. Added a note. Wasn't glass like hell of an annoyance at one point? So that's actually a good thing, I'd assume. Added a note on interaction labels of NPCs that have already been visited. When crafting products are the current mission objective, they are automatically pushed to the top of the product list. Adjusted the frequency of rare asteroids. When buying a freighter, it now comes with some basic cargo already in the inventory. Increase the minimum speed while in space combat. Created a better combat handling in most conditions. So that's kind of cool. And increase the maximum speed while flying in space. So both you fly slower and faster. Added a degree of roll when banking in planetary flight. And the warning triangle in the cockpit is no longer displayed when the pulse engine is not being requested. Added a cockpit throttle indicator to show the current thruster settings. The shield down message is no longer displayed when claiming an abandoned ship. How to land the ship notifications no longer display immediately after planetary takeoff. When charging a pulse engine, the current autopilot target marker is now highlighted. Missions now add hints to highlight the relevant items in the build and crafting menus. Inventory pop-ups are now closed automatically if you click outside of them. Tweak the weighting of mission selection and mission board, giving better range of available missions. Increase the likelihood of procedurally upgrade modules being relevant to the player current tech setup. Added several new environmental protection exosuit upgrades. And automation, ammunition is automatically promoted to the top of the crafting list if a player tries to reload but has no available ammo. Increase the default stack size for ammunition. The mining beam now has much higher base heat capacity. Rework the mining beam overheat mechanic. The beam now cools down correctly rather than instantly resetting. The mining beam does more damage as it approaches max heat. The mining beam changes color as it approaches max heat. The Inns has walked over 1,400 miles and his journey continues. Innes has walked over 1,400 miles and his journey continues. Is this a player or something else? I don't know what this is. I feel like this is like either a staff member or somebody that I don't know. Who knows? Maybe a meme. There you guys have it. We actually have completed the patch notes within an hour. But isn't that crazy? It took 1 hour to read the damn patch notes as well. Holy crap. That is amazing. A lot of great features. One thing they said is this is kind of like the foundation. In a sense, we had an update called Foundations, but this is an update. A foundation update in itself for more greater content. It sounds like they might even be able to add more to the game more frequently in the future. Like, kind of gave that hint, but they didn't say it that way. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the patch notes. I hope you guys enjoy No Man's Skies. During that time, of course, the PC version didn't come out, but I still have to encode this, upload this, etc. So who knows? But either way, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and we will read other patch notes in the future because I kind of enjoy it and it practices my reading. I don't do a lot of out loud reading. I think I actually have gotten better over the years, but clearly some words are kind of in my brain. But I'll get there. Thank you so much again, and we'll see you wonderful people next time. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.